Today is April 25. The market has closed today, and we will be looking at Meta, unusual options that happened today. The earnings will be reported tomorrow, April 26th. And as you may know, we've been tracking these unusual options. And so one of the first things we want to do is follow up on those unusual options we saw yesterday to see what direction they were trying to tell us, if they were opening or closing orders. And number two, to look for any unusual options today on Meta. So without further ado, let's get right to it. If you remember yesterday, this trade was something we were analyzing together. If you haven't seen that video, we'll put that video up here on a link if you have info cards turned on, and also at the end of this video and the description. This trade, these were the quantities, and we were analyzing this yesterday. And if we look at them today, April 28 here, you'll see that the 245 strike one, the quantity is actually more on the open interest. So we know this was an opening order. Same with the 255 strikes, because yesterday this was at around 2,800 and this one was around 1,800. So these were opening orders. And for the 260s, you'll see actually yesterday it was at 14,000 and it's still at 14,000. And same with the 265. Yesterday it was 11,000 and it's still at 11,000. So these were actually closing orders. So what we're going to do is strike this out on our analysis and try to analyze the trade now without those closing orders now. Let's see if we can just put this down to 0. No, we can't. So let's just actually recreate the trade. It was buying the 245 calls and selling the 255 calls. Okay, so okay, so we'll do that. Let's just get this on there. And so yesterday they were both 1,800. And so it's a bullish vertical call spread, as you can see. So this is bullish. As the price goes up from here, it will be profitable because it is above that 0 line. Okay, so now we know that that trade that was done yesterday on April 24 was bullish. Okay, there was another synthetic. There were two synthetics trades on the May 19 we wanted to look at, and one of the strike prices were not changed very much. I believe it was the 215s. These were not changed very much, so these are closing. But the 205s, this was opening on the put side because it was 7,000 yesterday. Now it's close to 10,000, 9,900. So this was an opening order. And so what this one was originally was selling the 205s and buying the 205s on the call side. And so this here was a bullish synthetic trade. So this was also a bullish trade. Okay, so based on yesterday's options were more bullish now. And so for today, today it has dropped 2%, and we're going to look at today's options. At 11:58, you'll see this selling this call spread. However, this is a very low delta. The 250 strike price is very high. So while this is moderately bearish, keep in mind this is a very far out in the very far out there, and this looks more like taking advantage of the volatility and selling to collect credit from this. So I think the main things here are perhaps the 215. This one is bullish here on the 215 calls and puts. However, this one, as we had looked already, 500 quantity, this could also be opening closing, right? On May 19, there is the 215 strikes. There's too much open interest here, right? 24,000 here and 26,000 here. So we would have to see if this changes tomorrow to see whether or not it is even more bullish on this synthetic trade. Okay, so based on this so far, these two analysis, we're leaning towards bullishness on this earnings call, but that could change tomorrow. So make sure you are subscribed and you have hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we see anything unusual. And we will place an earnings trade for Meta tomorrow before the end of the market closing. And if this was helpful, please like and give us a thumbs up as always. Take care, everybody, and have a good night.